gardening friends. It's now Friday morning and I figured it was about time for another update. Something I did a few days, well, actually pretty much the beginning of the week, is I actually modified the top of this experiment here. I actually kind of combined both things. I had the egg carton still available and I went ahead and basically just punched holes in the bottom of this paper-based thing, and it's sitting on top like that. It does take a little bit of getting used to. I've noticed that if I let it run all day long that the soil inside dries out. So every day I'm putting a couple of squirts from my spray bottle into each one of those cells. Nothing sprouted yet, but that's the update for now, and we'll just keep watching and see how this all works. Meanwhile, we've got the planter with the herbs in it, and I don't know how well you can see it, but the sprouts are getting a little bit taller right around here. I figure that's probably getting watered maybe 3 times a week, and it's really just a few squirts from the spray bottle. Meanwhile, we have the muffin planter, and that's probably getting water about every other day. I don't know how well you can see it, but this cell up here looks like it's kind of dried out on me. These are all sitting in the window, and they're actually getting a fair amount of sun, despite the fact that it's west facing and between 2 sections of the building, so I just kind of get a shaft of light. But I guess about this time of year, maybe, I'm getting enough sun to actually count for something. So I'm going to go ahead and squirt a little bit more water on here and put it back in the window. Nothing showed up yet, but that's only been since last weekend, so I'm not expecting too much too quick. That's pretty much it for today. There's not a whole lot to update. I'm still kind of unpacking and everything, so I'm actually having to ship a lot of stuff around today because they're bringing in a new stove, because the one I had was having some issues. But other than that, once the new stove is in, once I get unpacked a bit more, I'll have some other areas where I'm actually putting plants. But at this point I'm still kind of in the incubation stage, trying to get things to grow. Once they're established, and I'll be able to put them in pots and put them around the apartment, and then we'll see. So that's it for today. Good afternoon, gardening friends. It's now Sunday and I haven't actually watered anything today, so let's pick some things up and see what the update is, and then we'll wrap up. Picking up again on the light experiment. I don't know how well this is going to come out, but this particular cell right here is the driest of all of them. I actually tried to even it out a couple of days ago by giving it an extra squirt of water. Nothing's germinated yet as far as I can see, but I'm going to go ahead and get some water, put the lights back on, and we'll follow it from there. The tree itself is still looking rather healthy, though I did notice that the top is not very moist. The top of the soil is not very moist. And the water I put in last weekend still hasn't been completely used up, though it is absorbing some water. I can see that. So maybe what I'll do is go ahead and give it a little bit of a soaking on the top, just to kind of help out a little bit. Don't know how much it really needs, but that's what the tree looks like. Actually, as an additional sort of point of data, I figure it's probably worth measuring from the top from the base of the plant, from the soil, actually not from the soil, but from the edge of the inner cup to the top of the plant. This is really kind of hard to do. About 11.5 inches. The sprouts in the herb garden, or the germination part of the herb garden, are actually doing quite nicely. They're getting taller and taller. They're a little skinny, but they're growing. The space plant hasn't germinated yet, and it's still not really requiring any moisture. Maybe I'll give it a squirt of water just in case. Anyway, I don't want to overwater it. But interestingly enough, it just seems like the soil is still moist. This is requiring the least water of all the plants. And that leaves us with the muffin planter, which I don't know how well it's going to come out, but it seems like this particular one here has the most moisture in it, so I'll give it a little bit less than all the rest of them. That's pretty much it for the updates for this week. I'm going to try and get this edited together and released, and then we'll just do updates throughout the week for the next episode. So this is the Budget Gardener signing off and saying, may your thumb, even if it's indoors, be green.